Hey, coin enthusiasts and curious collectors. Imagine this. You're cleaning out your car, you find an old penny under the seat, and bam! That little copper coin is worth a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. Yes, I said million. Today, we're talking about the elusive 2009 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark that has collectors absolutely losing their minds. Stick around, because if you've got one of these, you might just be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Alright, so what's the deal with this 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny? Why is it worth $1.5 million? Let's break it down. First, a little history lesson, but don't worry, I'll keep it fun. In 2009, the U.S. Mint celebrated the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth by rolling out 4 different penny designs highlighting his life stages: the log cabin, his formative years, his political career, and the Capitol Dome. Pretty cool, right? But not all pennies from 2009 are created equal. Some were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, others at Denver, and a few at San Francisco. But here's the kicker: the no mint mark variety, usually from Philadelphia, can be insanely valuable if it's a high-grade, pristine example. One of these bad boys recently sold for a whopping $1.5 million at auction. That's enough to buy a house, a car, and still have money left over for more pennies. Now, here's a little story. I once found a 2009 penny and got super excited thinking it might be one of these. I even put it in a Ziploc bag and carried it around for a week like it was my newborn child. Turns out, it wasn't worth millions, but it was worth about 15 cents to a fellow collector. Lesson learned: always do your homework. So, what should you be looking for? First, flip that penny over. If it's a 2009 design with no mint mark, congrats, you're already in the game. Next, check the condition. Are there scratches? Discoloration? Did your dog try to eat it? No judgment, but those things can hurt its value. If it looks minty fresh, you might want to get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. And let's talk humor for a second. Imagine explaining to your friends, "Oh, this? Yeah, I just found it in the couch cushions, and now I'm a millionaire." Who needs the lottery when you've got couch change, am I right? So, there you have it. The 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny, a tiny treasure hiding in plain sight. Go check your pockets, your drawers, and yes, your couch cushions. You might just hit the jackpot. And hey, if you don't find one, don't sweat it. This channel is here to keep you in the loop about all the coins that could be worth big bucks. Before you go, smash that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another tip on finding hidden treasures in your change. Who knows? Your next great find could be worth even more than $1.5 million. Thanks for hanging out with me, and as always, happy hunting! We're breaking down why this coin is worth big bucks, how to spot one, and most importantly, how to cash in on it. So, grab your jar of pennies and a magnifying glass, because we're about to go treasure hunting. Now, let's get nerdy for a second. Don't worry, I promise this won't feel like a boring history class. The D mint mark on this penny means it was minted in Denver. And while most of these pennies are as common as socks in a dryer, a few rare ones were struck with some serious minting errors. We're talking things like double die errors, off-center strikes, and even lamination issues. Fancy words for the mint messed up, and collectors love it. These errors are what turn a 1-cent coin into a life-changing jackpot. Okay, so you're probably thinking, what's the catch? Well, the catch is condition. To fetch top dollar, your 1961 D penny needs to be in pristine condition. We're talking graded as mint state 67 or higher by professionals. That means no scratches, no fingerprints, and definitely no coffee stains. Looking at you, coffee drinkers. But here's the kicker. Even slightly lower grades, like MS65, can still sell for a few $1,000s. So don't toss that penny just because it's not perfect. Every cent counts, literally. Let me tell you a quick story. A few months ago, I was helping my grandma clean out her attic, typical weekend stuff. She handed me this old jar of pennies and said, "Maybe you can find something interesting in here." At first I laughed, like, what could be interesting about pennies? But then, I found a 1961 penny with a slight doubling on the date. I didn't strike it rich, it was only worth about $300. But hey, that paid for a nice dinner and proved that these coins are out there. Grandma's jar of pennies officially became a family treasure. Alright, here's how you can join the Millionaire Penny Club. Flip your penny to the front and look just below the date. If there's a tiny D there, you're halfway to the jackpot. Use a magnifying glass or, better yet, a jeweler's loupe. Look for doubled letters or numbers, cracks, or any funky patterns. If it looks brand new, congrats, you've hit the penny jackpot. If it's worn out, it's still worth checking. Send your penny to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you its condition and value. When it's time to sell, consider auction houses, coin dealers, or even online platforms like eBay. Just don't forget to negotiate. You're holding literal treasure. So, there you have it, the 1961 Lincoln penny. Who knew a tiny piece of copper could be your ticket to financial freedom? The next time someone says, it's just a penny, you can hit them with, yeah, a $1.80 million penny. Before you go, here's my challenge for you. Grab your jar of coins and start hunting. You never know what you might find. And hey, if you do strike it rich, don't forget who told you about it. Oh, and one more thing. If you love learning about coins, collectibles, and ways to turn pocket change into serious cash, hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a single tip on your journey to becoming a coin collecting pro. Thanks for watching, and happy penny hunting! We're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1963 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that has collectors flipping couches and cracking piggy banks across the country. Alright, let's start with the basics. The 1963 penny we're talking about is the classic Lincoln 1-cent coin. If you're holding one right now, flip it over. See that famous Lincoln Memorial? Yep, that's the one. And here's the kicker, it has no mint mark. But wait. Before you shout, all my pennies are plain Janes, let me explain why this particular year and condition is a big deal. In 1963, most pennies were minted in Philadelphia, which didn't stamp their coins with a mint mark back then. So, what makes this coin special? Well, it's all about condition and rarity. The $1.3 million payday comes when the coin is graded as a perfect MS-67 red. That means the penny looks almost like it just came out of the mint yesterday. Imagine finding a 1963 penny that's been chilling in pristine condition for over 60 years. It's like discovering your mom's vintage vinyl collection is all first pressings in mint condition. Now let me tell you a funny story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out an old drawer and found this jar of pennies that I'd forgotten about since college. I figured, I'll take them to the Coinstar machine. But something stopped me. What if one of these is valuable? So I sat on the floor for hours with a flashlight and Google open, inspecting every single penny. Spoiler alert, no jackpot. But I did find a Canadian penny, so, small victories. Okay, back to the 1963 penny. To fetch that jaw-dropping $1.3 million, it needs to be graded by a professional service, like PCGS or NGC, and earn that MS-67 red status. Red refers to the original bright copper color, which fades over time. The fewer blemishes, the more valuable. So, basically, it's like finding a penny with a Benjamin Button complex. It hasn't aged a day. Now I know what you're thinking. Who even has a perfect 1963 penny lying around? Well, that's the magic of it. These coins are rare, but they're out there. A lot of them got lost in circulation or became pocket-lint casualties over the decades. But sometimes you get lucky. Maybe it's hiding in an old coin collection or that random jar in your garage. Just don't go raiding grandma's purse without permission, okay? In fact, the $1.3 million sale happened at a major auction. Collectors were battling it out for a piece of history. Imagine being the person who brought that penny to the auction. That's not just finders keepers. That's finders retire early money. So, what's the takeaway here? Check your change, my friends. You never know when that overlooked penny in your pocket could be a golden, or copper, ticket. Who needs the lottery when you've got Lincoln watching your back? And hey, if this video made you rush to check your coin stash, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and join me for more treasure hunting tips. I've got the scoop on other rare coins that might just be lurking in your couch cushions. Turn on notifications so you'll never miss out on a chance to cash in on your spare change. We're diving deep into the 1967 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. Could this humble penny hiding in your pocket or coin jar be worth millions of dollars? Let's find out. The 1967 Lincoln penny is part of the iconic Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The 1967 penny holds a unique place in numismatic history because it was struck during a period when the United States Mint temporarily suspended the use of mint marks. This was done to discourage hoarding of coins, as collectors at the time were rushing to save any coins with unique mint marks. The absence of a mint mark on the 1967 penny indicates it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Over 3 billion of these pennies were minted that year, making them very common in circulation. However, what sets some of these pennies apart and gives them exceptional value are specific rare errors, high-grade conditions, or unique characteristics. Let's start with error coins. Error pennies are some of the most sought-after collectibles in the coin world. For the 1967 penny, errors like double die obverse, also known as double designs, can command high premiums. Look closely at Lincoln's face, the word liberty, or the date. If you notice doubling or any unusual distortions, you could be holding a valuable error coin. Other errors to watch for include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or die cracks. These errors result from mistakes during the minting process and can make a penny worth significantly more than its face value. Next, let's talk about the condition of the coin. Collectors use the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, to grade coins. Coins in higher grades, especially those rated mint state 65 or above, are highly desirable. These coins appear flawless to the naked eye, with strong details and minimal wear or imperfections. A 1967 penny in such pristine condition can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. But here's where things get really exciting. In rare cases, some 1967 pennies with exceptional qualities have been sold for astonishing amounts. For example, coins with unique toning, dramatic errors, or impeccable grading have been known to attract bids in the tens of thousands of dollars. While most 1967 pennies are worth only their face value or a modest premium, the rarest examples have been reported to sell for over $1 million. Now you might wonder what factors drive these incredible prices. The answer lies in the law of supply and demand. Rare coins, especially those in extraordinary condition or with fascinating errors, are highly sought after by collectors. When two or more collectors compete for the same coin at auction, prices can skyrocket. So how can you determine if your 1967 penny is worth a fortune? Start by examining the coin under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Look for any signs of errors, unusual features, or doubling. Pay attention to the coin's overall condition. If you believe you have a special penny, consider having it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will evaluate your coin and assign it a grade, which can significantly enhance its market value. The next step is deciding where to sell your coin. Rare coins can be sold at auctions, through online marketplaces, or to specialized coin dealers. When selling, it's crucial to have a clear understanding of your coin's worth, so research recent auction results or consult with experts. While the chances of finding $1 million coin are slim, they're not impossible. Stories of collectors discovering valuable pennies in their pocket change or old jars prove that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. In conclusion, the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a fascinating coin with the potential to be worth much more than 1 cent. Whether it's an error coin, a high-grade specimen, or a unique find, the value of your penny depends on its rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. So take a closer look at those coins in your collection. Who knows, you might just have a hidden gem worth a small fortune. We're going to talk about the 1971 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but it holds immense historical significance and surprising market value. By the end of this video, you'll understand why collectors and enthusiasts are hunting for this particular penny and how it could be worth millions of dollars. Let's start by talking about the history of the 1971 penny. This coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, a design first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The reverse side showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design that remained on the penny until 2008. The penny was made of copper with a small percentage of zinc, a composition used during this era. Now, you might be wondering what makes the 1971 penny with no mint mark so special. The absence of a mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use mint marks for pennies in 1971. While millions of these coins were produced, certain factors like errors, unique variations, and their condition can significantly increase their value. One of the key reasons the 1971 no mint mark penny can be worth so much is due to mint errors. Errors can include double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched dates. These anomalies make the coin incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. For instance, a 1971 penny with a double die obverse, where the design appears slightly doubled, can fetch an impressive price at auction. Collectors value these imperfections because they make each coin unique. Condition is another critical factor in determining the value of your coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A 1971 penny in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those with no scratches or wear, can command a high price. If your penny has been preserved in excellent condition for decades, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Now let's talk about the current market value of the 1971 no mint mark penny. While most of these pennies are worth only face value, rare versions with errors or in top-notch condition can be worth thousands and even millions of dollars. For example, a 1971 penny with a significant mint error recently sold at auction for an astonishing amount. Experts believe that the scarcity of such coins and the ever-growing interest in numismatics are driving these high prices. So, how do you know if your 1971 penny is valuable? The first step is to inspect your coin carefully. Look for any unusual features like doubling on the letters or numbers, an off-center strike, or any other noticeable errors. If your coin appears to be in excellent condition or shows signs of a rare error, it's time to have it professionally appraised or graded. Reaching out to a reputable coin grading service can help you determine the authenticity and potential value of your penny. If you're curious about selling your 1971 penny, there are several options available. You can list it on online auction sites, approach local coin dealers, or participate in coin shows where collectors gather. Keep in mind that professional grading and certification can increase your coin's marketability and value. To wrap things up, the 1971 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a fascinating coin with a rich history and the potential to be worth millions. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just discovering the world of rare coins, this penny is a reminder of how a small piece of history can hold immense value. Who knows, you might have a hidden treasure sitting in your pocket change or an old coin jar. If you found this video helpful and informative, don't forget to like and share it with others who might be interested. Also, subscribe to our channel for more exciting coin stories and tips. We're diving into the 1971 Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that has captivated collectors and investors alike. If you've ever wondered what makes a coin from this era so valuable, you're in the right place. Stick around as we explore its history, the factors that determine its worth, and why some examples of this coin are valued at millions of dollars in the current market. The 1971 Lincoln penny was struck at the San Francisco Mint, as indicated by the small S mint mark beneath the date. This penny is part of the iconic Lincoln series, which has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909. While millions of these coins were produced, only a tiny fraction have the characteristics that make them extraordinarily valuable today. So, what sets these coins apart from the rest? First, let's talk about condition. Coins in pristine condition are always in high demand, and the 1971 Lincoln penny is no exception. Coins graded as MS-67 or higher by professional grading services can command significant premiums. These coins have sharp details, no visible scratches, and retain their original mint luster. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare specimens because they represent the pinnacle of quality and preservation. For the 1971 penny, even a slight improvement in grade can mean the difference between hundreds of dollars and tens of thousands of dollars. Next, we have error coins. Mint errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting, and the 1971 Lincoln penny is no stranger to this phenomenon. Double die obverse errors, where the design is accidentally struck twice, creating a doubled image, are highly sought after. These errors make the coin unique and can elevate its value to astonishing levels. The rarer and more dramatic the error, the higher the price collectors are willing to pay. Some of these error coins have been auctioned for thousands, and in some cases, even millions of dollars. Now, let's discuss rarity. While the 1971 Lincoln penny isn't rare in terms of mintage numbers, finding examples in high grades or with unique errors is extremely uncommon. This rarity is a major driver of value. Coins with a perfect grade of MS-70, though nearly impossible to find, would be considered the holy grail for collectors and could easily fetch millions in today's market. Additionally, coins with proven provenance, or those that have been part of significant collections, often attract higher bids at auction. Current market trends also play a significant role in determining the value of the 1971 Lincoln penny. With the rise of online auction platforms and growing interest in numismatics, rare coins have become a hot commodity. Record-breaking sales for other Lincoln pennies have fueled excitement, leading to increased demand for coins like the 1971. This heightened competition among collectors has driven prices to unprecedented levels, particularly for coins in exceptional condition or those with rare errors. So, what should you look for if you have a 1971 Lincoln penny in your possession? Start by examining its condition. Use a magnifying glass to check for any errors, such as doubling on the obverse or reverse. If you believe your coin is in excellent condition or has a unique error, consider having it professionally graded. A certified grade can dramatically increase its value and make it more appealing to serious collectors. In conclusion, the 1971 Lincoln penny is a fascinating example of how rarity, condition, and market demand can turn an everyday coin into a valuable treasure. While most of these pennies may only be worth their face value, a select few have achieved legendary status, with values reaching millions of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the thrill of discovering a hidden gem like the 1971 penny is what makes coin collecting so exciting. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and our star is the 1978 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark. This unassuming coin, often overlooked by many, could potentially be worth a fortune. So grab your magnifying glass and let's uncover why this particular coin is making waves in the market. Let's start with the basics. The 1978 Lincoln penny was part of the iconic series of coins that have featured the 16th President of the United States since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny carries a rich historical legacy. The front, or obverse side, showcases a detailed profile of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial. Now, what does the absence of a mint mark mean? Coins minted in Philadelphia during this period typically did not bear a mint mark, unlike those produced in Denver or San Francisco. While this might seem ordinary, it's the rare combinations of errors, pristine conditions, or unique details that make some 1978 pennies highly valuable. The value of a 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny depends largely on its condition and grading. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with mint state coins being nearly flawless. If your coin is in average circulated condition, its value might only be a few cents. However, coins that have been preserved in uncirculated or near perfect condition are highly sought after by collectors. So, what makes this coin potentially worth millions? Let's talk about rare errors and special features. Coins with errors like double die obverse or reverse, off-center strikes, or unusual minting imperfections are like hidden gems. These errors make the coin unique, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for such rarities. For example, a 1978 penny with a visible doubling on the text or Lincoln's profile could fetch thousands at auction. Another critical factor is the coin's grade. A 1978 penny graded as MS65 or higher, meaning it has a brilliant luster, sharp details, and no noticeable wear, could command a significant price. A coin in this condition, combined with a rare error, could easily push its value into the 6 or 7-figure range. Now let's discuss current market trends. With the growing interest in coin collecting, prices for rare and high-grade coins are climbing steadily. Recent auctions have seen rare pennies from similar years selling for thousands, and in exceptional cases, even millions of dollars. The key is rarity, demand, and condition. If you have a 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, how can you determine its value? Start by examining its condition with a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for any unusual features or errors. Next, consider having the coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase its value in the market. Lastly, if you believe your coin has potential, research recent auction results to get an idea of its worth. You might also want to consult with experienced collectors or dealers who can offer valuable insights. In conclusion, the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of history that could turn into a life-changing discovery. Whether it's a rare error, pristine condition, or unique characteristic, this seemingly ordinary penny has the potential to be worth millions. So, check your coin jar, explore your collection, and you might just uncover a hidden treasure. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1986 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has left collectors and enthusiasts amazed due to its surprising value in the market. Could you have $1 million treasure hiding in plain sight? Let's find out. The 1986 Lincoln penny is a classic coin minted during a time when billions of pennies were being produced annually. What makes this coin special is the absence of a mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While billions of these coins were produced, certain rare varieties and errors have emerged that make this specific penny worth much more than face value. To understand the value of the 1986 no-mint mark penny, we first need to consider the basics. In most cases, these pennies are only worth a few cents above their face value, even in uncirculated condition. However, coins with rare characteristics such as minting errors, die varieties, or those in exceptional condition graded by professional grading services can fetch astounding prices. One of the most sought-after versions of the 1986 penny is the one with a pristine strike and flawless surface condition. Coins graded at the highest levels, such as MS68 or MS69 by the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are extremely rare. Because of their rarity, collectors are willing to pay premium prices to own them. These top-tier graded coins can fetch thousands of dollars, and in some instances, exceptional specimens can even cross into the $1 million mark. Another factor that significantly affects the value of a 1986 penny is the presence of errors. Minting errors are mistakes made during the coin production process, and they often make the coin unique. Common errors include doubled dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. If your 1986 penny has one of these rare errors, it could dramatically increase its market value. For example, a penny with a noticeable doubling of letters or numbers, known as a double die error, can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars depending on its condition. When evaluating your 1986 penny, the first step is to carefully inspect it for any visible errors or anomalies. Using a magnifying glass or microscope, look for doubling on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile. Also, check for any unusual features like off-center strikes or planchet errors. Next, assess the overall condition of the coin. Coins with no scratches, discoloration, or wear are more likely to command higher prices in the market. If you believe your coin has potential, it's crucial to have it authenticated and graded by a professional grading service. Graded coins are encapsulated in a protective holder with a detailed evaluation of their condition. This certification not only increases the coin's credibility but also maximizes its resale value. The million-dollar question is, why would someone pay such a high price for a penny? The answer lies in the collector's market. Serious coin collectors are always on the hunt for rare and unique pieces to complete their collections. When a coin like the 1986 no-mint mark penny combines rarity, demand, and historical significance, its value can skyrocket. For reference, there have been numerous reports of rare pennies fetching extraordinary prices at auctions. While not every 1986 penny will be worth millions, finding one with a perfect grade or a unique error could make you a small fortune. Keep in mind that the value of coins can fluctuate based on market demand, so staying informed and consulting with coin experts can help you make the best decisions. In conclusion, the 1986 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a coin that deserves a second look. Whether it's a flawless specimen or a coin with an extraordinary error, the potential for value is undeniable. So, the next time you come across your spare change, don't overlook those humble pennies. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure worth millions. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories. Let us know in the comments if you've come across any interesting coins in your collection, and who knows, your find might be featured in our next video. We'll dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1993 Lincoln penny. You might be holding on to a fortune without even realizing it. This coin, minted in Denver, is more than just a penny, it's a piece of history that could be worth millions. Let's explore why this coin has become so valuable and how you can determine its worth. The Lincoln penny is one of the most widely recognized coins in the United States, and for good reason. First introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it has remained a staple of American currency ever since. The 1993 penny, however, stands out for several unique reasons. What makes this coin so special and sought after by collectors worldwide? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about its design. The obverse of the 1993 Lincoln penny features a classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, are subtly engraved on the shoulder. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959. While this design may seem commonplace, certain 1993 pennies contain errors and anomalies that make them incredibly rare and valuable. One of the primary factors contributing to the value of the 1993 penny is its minting errors. Error coins are a collector's dream because they are produced in limited quantities, often by mistake. These errors can include doubled dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks. In some cases, 1993 pennies have been discovered with doubled inscriptions, where letters and numbers appear to have a shadow or doubling effect. These errors are not only fascinating but can also dramatically increase the coin's market value. Another critical factor is the coin's condition, often referred to as its grade. Grading ranges from poor, where the coin is heavily worn and barely recognizable, to mint state, where it appears almost flawless as if freshly struck. The 1993 penny in mint state, especially with significant minting errors, can fetch astonishing prices at auctions and among private collectors. Coins graded at mint state 65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are particularly desirable. A flawless coin with an unusual error can easily cross into the $1 million range. Now let's talk about demand. Coin collectors, often referred to as numismatists, are always on the lookout for rare and unique pieces to complete their collections. The 1993 penny's rarity, combined with its historical significance, has made it a hot commodity. Auctions have seen these coins sell for tens of thousands of dollars, and in rare cases, those with exceptional errors have been valued at over $1 million. Imagine turning a penny into a fortune. To determine if your 1993 penny is valuable, you'll need to examine it closely. Start by checking the mint mark, located under the date on the obverse side of the coin. The D indicates it was minted in Denver. Next, use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for any anomalies like doubling, cracks, or off-center designs. It's also essential to assess its condition. Even minor scratches or wear can significantly impact its value. If you believe you have a rare 1993 penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Grading services like PCGS or NGC will provide an official evaluation of your coin's condition and authenticity. This certification can make a significant difference when selling your coin, as collectors are more likely to trust and pay a premium for professionally graded coins. The current market value of a 1993 penny depends on its grade and any unique features it possesses. In average circulated condition, it's worth only a few cents. However, high-grade examples, especially those with errors, have been known to sell for thousands or even millions of dollars. For instance, a 1993 penny with a double die error and in pristine condition could easily attract bids in the 6 or 7-figure range. As the coin market evolves, the value of rare coins like the 1993 penny continues to rise. It's a combination of rarity, demand, and historical importance that drives these prices. If you're lucky enough to own one of these treasures, it could be life-changing. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1993 Lincoln penny. From a humble 1-cent piece to a $1 million collector's item, this coin is proof that sometimes the smallest things can hold the greatest value. Take a closer look at your spare change, you might just strike gold. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more coin-related content. Share this video with friends and family who might have a rare coin hidden in their collection. We're diving deep into a truly fascinating discovery, the 1994 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but what if I told you that it could be worth millions of dollars in today's market? That's right, this seemingly simple penny has shocked collectors and enthusiasts worldwide with its rarity and incredible value. So, stick around as we uncover its secrets and explore why this coin is turning heads in the numismatic community. Let's begin with the basics. The 1994 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike coins from Denver or San Francisco, these coins do not bear a mint mark. This is standard for pennies from Philadelphia. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all 1994 no-mint mark pennies are created equal. Certain rare varieties and unique errors have propelled this coin into the spotlight, fetching jaw-dropping amounts at auctions and private sales. One of the reasons why the 1994 no-mint mark penny can be so valuable is due to its condition. Coins graded at higher levels, such as MS-67 or above, are extremely scarce. MS stands for mint state, which refers to a coin that appears almost perfect, as if it just left the mint. The difference between a regular circulated penny and one graded MS-67 can mean a fortune. In fact, collectors have been known to pay thousands or even millions of dollars for an impeccably preserved coin. Let's talk about errors, which are a major factor driving up the value of some 1994 pennies. Errors occur during the minting process and can include double die strikes, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. These errors make each coin unique and highly desirable among collectors. Imagine finding a penny with a doubled image of Abraham Lincoln or slightly misaligned text. These imperfections transform an everyday penny into a true treasure. So, what's the current market value of the 1994 no-mint mark penny? For a typical circulated penny, the value is usually just 1 cent. However, if you happen to have one in mint condition, the value skyrockets. Coins in pristine condition, graded MS-67 or higher, have been auctioned for upwards of $50,000. Add an error or other unique characteristic, and the value could potentially climb into the millions. It's important to know how to identify whether your penny is valuable. Start by examining its condition. If the coin has minimal wear, clear details, and no visible scratches, it could be worth getting professionally graded. Next, check for any errors or anomalies. A magnifying glass or coin microscope is a great tool to use here. If you spot anything unusual, you may have hit the jackpot. Now, let's hear a few real-life success stories. In recent years, several 1994 no-mint mark pennies have made headlines due to their record-breaking sales. One lucky collector discovered an MS-68 penny that sold for over $50,000. Another found a rare error coin that went for more than $1 million at auction. These stories highlight just how significant this coin can be when it comes to market value. If you're wondering how to sell a rare penny, there are a few options. You can take it to a professional coin dealer or submit it to a reputable auction house. Online marketplaces are also a great platform for reaching a wider audience. However, always make sure to have your coin authenticated and graded to ensure you get the best possible value. Before we wrap up, let's talk about why coins like the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny are so highly sought after. Rare coins are not just about their monetary value. They represent a piece of history, a tangible connection to the past. Collectors are drawn to the artistry, the stories, and the thrill of discovering something extraordinary. And when a coin combines rarity, beauty, and an intriguing backstory, it becomes a true gem in the numismatic world. So, if you have a jar of spare change lying around, take a closer look. That 1994 penny you've been overlooking might just be the key to a life-changing discovery. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, and we've got a real gem to talk about: the 1996 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This seemingly ordinary penny has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike due to its rarity and potential value, which can skyrocket to astonishing figures. If you've got one of these pennies in your collection or have come across one in your pocket change, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Let's start by setting the stage. The 1996 penny, featuring the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, was minted at the Denver Mint. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another regular cent, circulating in massive numbers. In fact, the U.S. Mint produced over 7 billion pennies in 1996, meaning it's not exactly rare in terms of its mintage. However, it's important to understand that the value of any coin is not determined solely by how many were made, but rather by its unique characteristics, condition, and potential for errors or variations. So, what makes the 1996 penny so special? The most notable factor contributing to its value is the rarity of certain types of errors, such as the double die variety. These errors occur when the coin is struck multiple times with the die slightly misaligned, causing the design to appear doubled. The 1996 double die penny is a highly sought-after variation, and its value can be significantly higher than the regular minted version. One of the key reasons why some 1996 pennies can fetch up to millions of dollars is due to the presence of double die errors. These double die pennies are not common, and finding one is incredibly rare. Collectors and coin enthusiasts often search through large quantities of coins in hopes of discovering one of these prized pieces, as they can fetch a small fortune on the market. The most famous examples of double die errors from this year have sold for thousands, even reaching into the hundreds of thousands depending on the condition. The coins that reach the highest values are typically in pristine, uncirculated condition. As with any rare coin, condition plays a major role in determining the value. Pennies with noticeable wear or significant damage will not reach the $1 million mark, but those in mint or near mint condition can. Now, let's break down the current market value of a standard 1996 Lincoln penny and the double die variety. The regular 1996 Lincoln penny is worth its face value, which is 1 cent, if it's in typical circulation condition. However, even in average condition, it can be worth a little more to collectors depending on its condition and specific characteristics. If you happen to find a 1996 Lincoln penny with a double die error, you could be looking at a value anywhere between a few hundred to several $1,000s depending on the severity of the error and the coin's grade. But some of the most pristine examples of these error coins have been known to sell for millions of dollars. In fact, auction records show that well-preserved examples of the 1996 double die penny have been listed for up to $1 million or more. So, how can you tell if your 1996 penny is the one worth a fortune? Identifying a double die error is the key to unlocking its value. Look for doubling in the inscriptions. The most noticeable feature of a double die penny is the doubling of the letters and numbers, especially on the word Liberty, and the date on the obverse. Examine the mint mark. Sometimes, the D mint mark will also show signs of doubling. Check for any visible distortion on a double die penny. The design elements will appear blurry or doubled, which is a telltale sign of the error. If you suspect you have a rare double die variety, it's a good idea to get the coin graded by a professional to determine its authenticity and condition. Condition: coins in mint or near mint condition, graded MS65 or higher, are much more valuable. The higher the grade, the more the coin will fetch on the market. Rarity of the error: the more pronounced the double die error, the more valuable the coin will be. Coins with clear, bold doubling on multiple letters or numbers will be worth much more than those with slight or partial errors. Demand: the market for rare pennies is always fluctuating. The more interest there is among collectors or investors, the higher the price will go. Coin authentication: authentication and certification by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC can greatly increase the coin's value, as buyers want assurance that the coin is genuine. How to sell or auction your 1996 D Lincoln penny. If you have a 1996 D double die penny and you're looking to sell, you have a few options. The best route is to either sell through reputable online auction platforms like eBay or consult with a numismatic dealer who specializes in rare coins. Auctioning the coin at a major numismatic auction house can also be a great way to attract serious buyers and fetch top dollar for your coin. So there you have it. The 1996 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but could be worth a small fortune if it has the right characteristics. If you happen to have a 1996 D double die penny in your collection, you could potentially be holding $1 million coin, depending on its condition and error quality. Make sure to check through your spare change, because you never know when you might come across a rare coin that could change your life. Remember, the value of coins can fluctuate over time, but one thing is certain: rare errors like the 1996 D double die penny will always be in high demand. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating pennies you could find in your pocket, the 2001 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, and today, we'll explore its current market value, what makes it so unique, and why some of these pennies are fetching prices in the millions of dollars. If you're a fan of rare coins and want to learn more about their hidden value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's get into it. First, let's start with the basics. The 2001 Lincoln penny is part of the series that has been in circulation for over a century. However, what makes this penny so special is the absence of a mint mark, or rather, the rare ones that are missing it entirely. Typically, the U.S. Mint places a mint mark on coins to signify which facility produced them. For most coins, this mark is either a D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, or, historically, a P for Philadelphia. However, for some reason, a small number of 2001 pennies were released without a mint mark at all. The regular 2001 pennies from Philadelphia normally feature the P mint mark on them, while Denver-produced coins are marked with a D. But as luck would have it, a handful of these coins were struck without any mint mark, and they'd become a holy grail for collectors. Now, you might be asking, why is a penny without a mint mark worth anything at all? Well, that's the interesting part. The 2001 no mint mark penny is rare, and its value is driven by the concept of rarity and the demand from collectors. Because these pennies were never officially intended to be released without a mint mark, they are highly sought after in the coin collecting world. It's important to note that not all 2001 pennies without a mint mark are valuable, but the ones that exhibit certain characteristics, like being in near perfect condition, have commanded substantial prices in auctions and from private collectors. In general, the 2001 no mint mark penny isn't worth much more than a regular penny if it's in average circulated condition. However, things change if the penny is uncirculated or in excellent condition. These pristine examples can be worth anywhere from $50 to $100 or more, depending on the quality and demand. But here's where it gets exciting. Some collectors are willing to pay significant amounts for specimens in perfect condition, and in rare cases, these pennies have been sold for thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Thousands of dollars for a single penny. For example, a 2001 no-mint mark penny in mint state, graded MS67 or higher, can reach prices up to $1,000 or even more. But the real showstopper here is the possibility of certain rare varieties of these pennies reaching market values in the millions. The reason a 2001 penny could fetch such an astronomical amount is due to something known as error coins. Error coins are those that were misstruck or produced under unusual circumstances. If a 2001 penny without a mint mark has additional rare features, like being double struck or having an unusual die crack, the value can skyrocket. In 2018, a rare error coin, a 2001 penny that was struck with no mint mark and was also overstruck with an extra design element, was sold at auction for an incredible price. While it didn't reach the $1 million mark, it showed the potential for these coins to be worth far more than you might expect. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these rare coins? It's actually quite simple. Look at the front of the penny to check for the absence of the mint mark. If the coin looks like it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, meaning it's missing the P mint mark, you could be in possession of a highly valuable coin. To get the best idea of its value, you'll need to examine the condition of the coin. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition or with specific errors are the ones that can fetch the big bucks. So, always make sure to carefully inspect your pennies. The 2001 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a fascinating coin that showcases the magic of rare finds in the world of numismatics. While most of these pennies might only be worth a few cents, the rare examples with no mint mark, especially those in excellent condition or with errors, could bring in a lot more, potentially even millions of dollars. If you have one of these pennies in your collection, or if you find one while coin hunting, it might just be worth getting it appraised by a professional. Who knows? You might be holding a rare treasure worth more than you think. We're diving into one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in modern numismatics, the 2013 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. If you thought pennies were just pocket change, think again. This small coin has taken the coin collecting world by storm, and its value has been rising steadily, especially among those who know what to look for. At first glance, the 2013 penny might seem like just another routine issue from the US Mint. But it's what's missing from this coin that sets it apart, the mint mark. The absence of a mint mark on this particular penny makes it an intriguing and highly sought-after find for collectors. Typically, coins produced by the US Mint feature a mint mark indicating where they were minted: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. For most years, Philadelphia Mint coins feature a P, Denver Mint coins have a D, and San Francisco coins display an S. However, the 2013 penny, particularly the ones without a mint mark, were produced in Philadelphia. Yet, interestingly, there is no mint mark on the coin. So, what does this mean for the coin's value? Why does it matter if a coin has a mint mark or not? The answer lies in rarity and collector demand. While most coins produced in 2013 have the standard mint marks, the absence of the mint mark on some pennies makes these particular coins extremely rare. Now, before we talk about the worth of the 2013 no mint mark penny, let's talk about grading. For collectors, the condition of the coin is everything. A coin's grade determines its market value. Coins are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Most 2013 pennies are circulated and in average condition. These coins are not worth much more than their face value. But if you happen to find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded as MS65 or higher, you're looking at a coin that could fetch a significantly higher price. Now, let's get to the exciting part: the market value of the 2013 no-mint mark penny. When these pennies first started being noticed by collectors, their value was relatively low, only a few cents over face value. But as the years passed, and demand for rare and unusual coins increased, prices started to climb. Today, if you find an uncirculated 2013 no-mint mark penny in high grade, it can be worth anywhere from $20 to $50. But here's where it gets even more interesting. If you find one that's been graded by a top-tier grading service like PCGS or NGC and it has achieved a high grade, such as MS-67 or MS-68, you could be looking at a value of several $100s. But what about the ultimate jackpot? Are these pennies worth millions? Well, that's where the rare finds come in. Coins that are graded higher than the usual MS-68, rare examples with perfect details or unique features, could potentially be worth more than $1,000 or even reach into the higher thousands depending on demand and collector interest at the time. It's important to note that these coins are not necessarily guaranteed to make you a millionaire, but if you happen to stumble upon a high-grade 2013 no-mint mark penny, you could be sitting on a highly valuable piece of history. So, if you're out there hunting for coins or going through your change, make sure to check your 2013 pennies closely. They may seem ordinary at first, but with the right conditions, they could be a rare find that holds much more value than you might expect. We're diving into a fascinating topic, the 2018 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. While pennies are often overlooked in the world of coin collecting, some can hold substantial value, especially if they have unique characteristics or rare minting errors. Today, we'll explore the current market value of the 2018 penny, its potential for appreciation, and why it might be worth millions of dollars in the future. So, stick around and let's unravel the mystery behind this seemingly ordinary penny. The 2018 penny, minted at the Denver Mint, is part of the ongoing series of Lincoln pennies, which were first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 2018 edition is the standard copper-plated zinc penny, featuring the familiar portrait of President Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. At first glance, it may appear to be just another modern coin, but as with all things in the world of numismatics, there's more than meets the eye. So, what makes this particular penny worthy of attention? The answer lies in a few important factors. The D mint mark on the 2018 penny signifies that it was produced at the Denver Mint. For collectors, mint marks play an essential role in determining a coin's rarity and value. While most 2018 pennies are widely available, some rare and special versions could command higher prices. When we talk about pennies that are worth more than their face value, we are often referring to specific variations such as misprints, off-center strikes, or coins that are in excellent condition, but it's not just about rare features. Even some ordinary coins can become valuable over time. As of today, a standard 2018 penny in good condition is valued at its face value of 1 cent. However, if you're lucky enough to come across a 2018 penny with unique characteristics, the price could be much higher. The most common way a coin can gain value is through rarity, and some of these pennies could have slight imperfections or errors that collectors covet. Coins in excellent uncirculated condition are often worth more, with prices ranging anywhere from a few cents to a few dollars. While most 2018 pennies aren't worth more than a few dollars, it's important to understand that the coin market fluctuates over time. Some coins, once considered ordinary, can skyrocket in value due to rare minting errors, increasing demand, or simply because they become scarce. A few years from now, the 2018 penny could become one of those coins that collectors will be willing to pay top dollar for. Let's talk about why. First, rarity is key. As the years pass, more and more of these pennies will get lost, damaged, or hoarded away in people's collections. If you have one in mint or near mint condition, it could be worth considerably more in the future. Second, coin collectors tend to pay top dollar for limited mintage or special edition coins. If the U.S. Mint decides to stop producing pennies or discontinues the 2018 design for a new series, the value of the 2018 penny could potentially rise dramatically. Now, let's talk about the million-dollar aspect. While the 2018 penny isn't currently worth millions, there are certain pennies in the coin collecting world that have reached that value, especially those with minting errors or extreme rarity. For example, the 1943 copper penny is a famous example of a coin worth millions due to an error in the minting process. If the 2018 penny were ever to be discovered with an extreme minting error, like an off-center strike, doubled die, or any other rare anomaly, it could theoretically be worth a small fortune. So, how can you tell if you have a 2018 penny that might be worth more than its face value? Keep an eye out for the following factors: coins in uncirculated or near mint condition are more valuable. Look for coins that have no visible wear, scratches, or tarnish. The most common minting errors that can increase a penny's value include double strikes, off-center strikes, and die cracks. If you spot anything unusual, it's worth getting the coin appraised by a professional. A limited mintage or a coin that's no longer in circulation can increase its value over time. While the 2018 D penny might not be rare right now, that could change. If the penny becomes part of a historically significant event, its value could rise. For instance, if the US Mint decides to discontinue the penny, the last few years of production could become highly desirable. In conclusion, the 2018 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny might not be worth millions today, but with the right condition and potential for rare minting errors, its value could appreciate over time. As with all coins, the world of numismatics is unpredictable, and what seems like a simple penny today could become a highly valuable collector's item in the future. So, if you're lucky enough to find a 2018 D penny in excellent condition or with a rare minting error, don't forget to hold on to it. You might just have a hidden gem on your hands. As the coin market continues to evolve, it's always worth keeping an eye on those coins that could one day be worth millions. We're going to talk about a coin that many might not immediately think of when it comes to high value, but trust me, it's worth your attention. We're talking about the 2020 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be surprised to learn just how much this humble penny could be worth today, and why it's attracting so much attention from collectors and investors alike. So, let's break down the 2020 D penny, its current market value, and why some examples could be worth millions of dollars. To begin, let's take a quick look at the 2020 D penny itself. This coin was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark, and features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, along with the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which has been a symbol of the U.S. Mint for many years. The 2020 D penny is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909, celebrating the 16th President of the United States. For the most part, a regular 2020 D penny is worth just its face value, 1 cent. However, like with most coins, there are variations that make certain examples of this coin worth far more than the mere penny you might find in your change jar. When it comes to determining the value of any coin, there are a few key factors that come into play. These factors are especially important when it comes to determining the value of the 2020 D penny. Let's take a closer look. The condition of a coin is one of the most critical aspects of its value. Coins that are well preserved, with little to no wear and tear, are more likely to fetch higher prices. When assessing a 2020 D penny, look for one that is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has never been in circulation and has minimal signs of use. Uncirculated 2020 D pennies can range in value from $1 to $5 depending on their quality. This is where things get interesting. Errors and variations can significantly increase the value of a coin. For example, some 2020 D pennies might have striking errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. These errors make the coin rare and highly sought after by collectors. A 2020 D penny with a noticeable die error can easily fetch anywhere from $50 to several $100s or more, depending on the type and severity of the error. While the 2020 D penny was produced in significant numbers, special editions or low mintage examples could also hold added value. Any coin with a limited mintage or special characteristics will be more valuable in the future, as scarcity plays a major role in coin valuation. Now, here's where things get really exciting. While most 2020 D pennies won't break the bank, certain rare varieties have the potential to be worth millions of dollars. If you happen to come across a 2020 D penny with a unique minting error, a double die obverse, or any other notable flaw, there's a chance that it could enter the market as a highly valuable specimen. Coins like these often end up at auctions, where collectors and investors can bid thousands of dollars, and in some extreme cases, they could be valued in the millions. It's important to note that this isn't just fantasy talk. The market for rare pennies, especially those with errors or unique characteristics, has been steadily rising over the past few years. Coins that were once worth only a few cents can, under the right conditions, appreciate exponentially in value. The key to finding a $1 million penny is spotting the right error or variation and holding onto it for the long term. You might be wondering, why are certain pennies worth millions? The answer lies in the rarity and demand. When a coin is minted with a mistake, it can create a small pool of examples that are vastly different from the others in circulation. As time passes, collectors and investors seek out these rare variations, often willing to pay premium prices for a piece of U.S. history that stands apart from the rest. When these coins are discovered, they can attract fierce competition at auctions, which drives their prices up. If you have a 2020 penny and you're wondering if it might be worth a fortune, there are a few steps you can take to verify its value. Examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or a loupe to check for any error marks or die variations. Look for doubled letters, off-center strikes, or any unusual min marks. Consult a coin expert. If you find something that looks odd or different from a regular 2020 penny, consider taking it to a professional coin grader or appraiser. They can help determine if your coin is a rare find. Look at auction results. Research recent auctions or sales of rare 2020 pennies with errors. This will give you an idea of what collectors are currently willing to pay for specific varieties. In conclusion, while a standard 2020 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is worth only 1 cent, there are rare variations, especially those with minting errors or unique characteristics, that could be worth significantly more. For collectors with an eye for detail, some of these pennies could fetch thousands of dollars, and in extremely rare cases, even millions. So, always keep your eyes peeled when handling change. You never know when you might come across a valuable gem that could turn into a fortune.